Hi, Mama. In the last video, we talked about matrescence, the emotional and identity transition of becoming a mother. Today, I want to talk something about many mothers experience during that transition overwhelm. A lot of mothers quietly carry this feeling that they are drowning just a little bit or a lot, not because they don't love their baby, not because they're not grateful for the life that they have, but because everything feels too much, because it is too much. Too many decisions, too many responsibilities, too many people needing something from you. And that can feel like you are drowning. And because motherhood is often presented as something that should come natural to us and feel joyful all the time, many mothers start to believe that feeling overwhelmed means, well, they're failing. It's something that they are doing that they are failing at. But overwhelm in motherhood is actually very understandable and makes sense. So let's talk about why. First, when you become a mother, your brain literally changes for caregiving. Scientists have found that parts of our brain connected to empathy, vigilance, and caregiving become more active. I mean, why is that important? Well, now you have a whole human being that you have to take care of. So you have to have these things that are open in order for you to be able to keep up. This helps mothers this helps mothers incredibly be tuned in to their babies. This is where we form attachment. But it also means that mothers can become hyper aware of needs, risks, and responsibilities. Your brain is constantly scanning for danger, for things to do, things that needs to be remembered. Is the baby okay? Has the baby eaten? Has the baby burped? Has the baby slept enough? Am I doing it right? All of these things. Your brain is literally working overtime. Second, motherhood often comes with an enormous mental load. And it's really something that we don't talk about enough. This mental load is this invisible workload of keeping track of everything. I'm talking doctor's appointments, feeding schedules, sleep routines. This bathroom needs bath soap, clothing sizes if you have multiple children. Your husband needs this. You need an appointment for this. All of these things are all mental loads that many mothers carry. Invisible. Even when someone is physically helping, mothers are still often the one carrying the planning and the remembering. And that can be very exhausting, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Third, many mothers are doing all of this without a village that we are supposed to have. In our history as human beings, mothers were not supposed to be alone. We are supposed to be guided by the village. We are supposed to be supported by a village. But now, in this modern day, we are no longer having access to that village. For most of human history, mothers have raised their babies surrounded by other women grandmothers, sisters, aunties, neighbors. There were always extra hands. Today, many mothers are doing the work of an entire village alone. And yet, society still expects us mothers to handle everything effortlessly. We are supposed to smile. We are supposed to have gratitude. We are supposed to not complain. So if you ever felt overwhelmed in motherhood, I want you to hear me clearly. That feeling is not a sign that you are failing. It is often a sign that support around you is missing. Inside this community, we're going to start naming some of those invisible pressures so that we can start to learn how to let them go and move on and also be grounded as mothers. Because when mothers understand what they are carrying, it becomes easier to ask for support, to set boundaries, and offer ourselves compassion. Before we end this video today, I want to ask you to reflect on something. When do you feel the most overwhelmed as a mother? Is it during a certain time? Is it connected to certain responsibilities? You are welcome to share as much or as little as you would like. And you are welcome to share in the discussion below. Often, when one mother shares honestly, another mother realizes she's not the only one feeling that way. And that moment of recognition can be incredibly powerful because motherhood is not something you're meant to carry alone. And here, you don't have to. Welcome, Mama.